Hi guys, we're here again on StarLadder finals of season 5, and now joining me, a guy from Sweden. His nickname is Akke, from Team No Tidehunter. That he actually told me right now that they had a few picks of Tidehunter. So first of all, hi.
Hi.
Hi. And you just told me that it's not your first time in Kiev. You actually attended StarLadder with CLG at season 2, I think.
Yeah.
And but like, how do you feel at Kiev? How do you like arena? How do you like the people here? How do you like the show?
I think the arena here is really nice. The stage is perfect, and the screens beneath so people, yeah, exactly, so people can see exactly how it looks for you. It's perfect for the audience. With the casters here, it's really nice, and the place is really good overall. The people here are really nice. We've been taking a lot of pictures and also writing a lot of autographs. So it's fun when people come up to you and ask for pictures and stuff like that. Yeah.
How do you like the girls in Ukraine?
They're good, but my girlfriend is better.
Yeah, well, that's a good answer. I'm not gonna ask you about Kiev food and stuff like that. Let's just switch more to the gameplay. First of all, like, you didn't qualify for the last season of StarLadder. You ended up what, 6 in the online part, and you were still playing with Canadian Guy. How come 4 Swedish Guy found a Canadian Guy as their stand-in? Could you tell us a little bit, like, a background about that story?
It all started out after TA2. Me and Loda started to speak about making a team again, since he was moving back to Sweden. So we were talking about which players we wanted to play with and what the team spirit should be and stuff like that. And we ended up looking into S4 a lot, because we thought he was one of the best solo mid players, and solo mid is really an important role. So we approached him and asked him to like if he wants to join our team. And pretty much it sums up with that he wanted to bring Admiral and Envy into the team, and we tried out, and it worked fine first. But the main goal from the start was to have a full Swedish team, but it ended up like it did, and yeah.
Was it hard to communicate? Well, I figured that Envy was a friend of S4 before he came to the team, but like, how hard it was to communicate, to give infos to the English-speaking guy?
Well, it's not hard at all, like, to communicate, because of course everyone of us 4 can speak English pretty good, and we can communicate nice. But it's more like the team spirit when we are here on the LAN, and when we meet, and the humor in the team, it's a bit different. Like from having 5 Swedish people to having 4 Swedish and 1 Canadian or 1 foreign player. I've been playing in mixed nationality teams before, and it works okay, but what me and Loda wanted to create was this old SK gaming feeling that we had like 6-7 years ago when we started to play, and we feel that we have achieved that now.
Yeah. So the spirit of the old Swedish lineup will help you to dominate the Dota 2 scene as well as you dominated the Dota 1 scene long time ago. Let's talk about Han a little bit, just a little bit. You and Lada were pretty much like stars of the Dota 1 scene, and then when Dota 1 died. First of all, Lada told me that he quit playing Dota 1 when everyone started to play like Chinese style and like get one guard on every like carry hero, and that's why the game became much slower. Did you felt that Han was all the items that made the game really fast? That Han introduced like a fast gameplay, which we can see in Dota 2 now. So it was kind of like a middle point between Dota 1 and Dota 2, just in terms of the speed of the gameplay.
I never really thought about that. Like, the reason I quit Dota 1 was because I wanted to study. I wanted to work on my studies more.
So and that was your personal.
Yeah, exactly. So I actually quit SK Gaming when it was going pretty good for us. But I felt that I didn't have the time and the motivation to continue to study and play at the same time. So that's the reason I quit. And then I had a break for like one and a half year when I didn't play. So then when Han came out, I was like, why not? I can try it. I actually switched studies as well to something that wasn't that much time needed.
Just for our readers, what are you studying?
I studied game programming before, and I graduated last year, and it was a 3 years old, 3 years program. So
Is it a bachelor's degree or?
I think so. I'm not really sure the English word for it, but I think so. Yeah. So when Han came out, I was like, why not? I can try it. And also the main reason why I thought Han was gonna be really nice was that the servers were a lot better than the Dota 1 battle. Garena was okay, like, but there were no stats and stuff like that there, and I really like when they record stats and you get rating, and I think it adds up to your public place when you play. Yeah, when you play public games. Of course, it's the same when you play scrims and stuff like that, but for the public games, I think it's a lot funnier, and I really hope that Dota 2 will add it as well. But back to Han. Yeah, that was the main reason I started to play Han, and after I played for half a year, Loda asked me if I wanted to join a fun team for the DreamHack tournament. And
was it a DreamHack winter?
It was summer, like the first summer tournament.
Yeah.
I played with Druids in Druids. So after that, I continued to play competitive. I don't know, like Loda dragged me in, but then he left the team, but I stayed. So yeah, then I played competitive since then, like for 1.5 years or something like that.
Okay. Coming back to Dota 2 and your team, like you're good friends with Miracle, and when Eternal Envy left your team, well, you were obviously like finding a fifth Swedish guy, and how come was it not Miracle that made it into the team?
Miracle was already playing with AL by then, and also we had been playing a lot with EGM in pubs, like a lot, and so it felt right to try him, and it worked out really well. So we just kept on playing with him.
Did you ever consider Miracle as your stand-in, as a fifth player?
We didn't really, just because he was already starting to play with AL, and it's pretty weird to just ask him then. And also we had been playing with EGM before that, and not Miracle. So I haven't spoken much to Miracle after CLG time and stuff like that. But yeah.
In a few days in Arena, I was following your team. Well, I was seeing you in Arena and the way you acted. I have like a fun question. Why did I see you as 4 most of the time, and Admiral Bullfrog was like out of the team a little bit, like during the first 3 days?
I think you have to ask Bullock that. It might have been something with a girl. I don't know.
Oh wow. So he actually likes Ukrainian girls. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. According to his Twitter, he said, "Why can't Swedish girls be more like Ukrainian girls?" So I guess.
Well, that's a good reason to like be absent from the training. I don't know. Okay. So right now you'll have your final match starting versus Fnatic on a scene. Like, what are your expectations from this match? And what were your results versus Fnatic when did you practice against them online?
We have. It's pretty even when we play against each other, but I was actually happy that they proceeded to the finals, because I think VP and Empire are hard to beat twice. Like, we beat VP 2 times to 0, and sure, that can look really good, but I think if they would proceeded, they would have thought about their draft and how they should change their game plan, and I think it would be harder for us to face them than to face Fnatic. But we'll see how it goes. But I feel that we have the strats and the synergy in our team right now, and also we're up 1 game in a best of 5, so I'm pretty confident we're gonna take this. Yeah.
You're up 1 map in the finals. What do you think gonna happen next after you win the finals, hopefully? Would you keep the same lineup, same Swedish 5? And what are your plans for the future?
Of course, we'll keep our 5 players in the team, because, as I said, what we aimed for was a really good team with a good synergy. It wasn't like we had to have the best 5 players on each role, but we wanted to have a team that we felt that we could work on, and that's.
And you could be friends.
Yeah, exactly. So even if a player plays a bit bad, we can just sit and talk about it and make it better.
Without arguing.
Yeah, exactly. So, and after this, I think it's the G1 League qualifiers and stuff like that. So it's a lot of important games coming up. So we're gonna focus on that, and it's also the EMS playoffs in Poland, like in 3 weeks or something. So there's one big LAN tournament and a really big qualifier. So we're gonna continue play, and
so we have something to work
yeah,
on. Okay.
indeed.
Okay. So say your last words to the fans, to your sponsors, to your friends, to your girlfriend maybe.
Shout out to my girlfriend, who's actually in Japan right now. She's gonna be there for 3 months. And shout out to our sponsors, which I'm not gonna say which one it is. Shout out to Twitter @followakke, and also Facebook, facebook.com/followakke. And also, of course, all the fans that's here and being real awesome. I love you guys.
Okay. And then, all can I say, good luck at the finals. I hope you win. Thank you.